Morning everyone, this is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art artist. I'm coming to you from a corner of my art studio. As you can see, some of my artwork back here. Ready to finish working on it and ship it. I have to work on it some more. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about more salesy, I guess, term. More something more in the lines of what artists don't want to talk about, the kind of stuff that artists don't really enjoy talking about. You know, it's kind of one of those things, right? But why don't you want to talk about it? I don't understand, but I do because I've been there. I just don't understand like why that continues to happen. What I want to talk to you guys today about is ROI, return on investment. And I know that a lot of artists, before you click out and be like, oh man, this is one of those, no, before you click out or you log out or whatever you guys call it, sign out, I don't know, whatever. Hear me out. This whole idea of ROI, I feel like it's polluting the system, the working system. I believe that anything that you do, whatever it is that you do, whether you're a musician, a painter like myself, a singer, I mean, shit, if you're an accountant, it's all the same. I feel like it's all the same. It doesn't really matter what your profession is or your skills or whatever. It's all the same. People get stuck on ROI. Why? I think because it's a cool term, and a lot of the people that I guess had a more traditional or formal education have all these ideas from their professors and whatnot, and I get it. They do the studies and all of this, but I feel like it's very skewed. When people start talking to me about ROI, for example, the return on investment on these videos, right? I don't get paid for this video, so people are kind of like, why do you waste your time on these videos? Why do you waste your energy? You should be painting. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. How about the ROI? And I learned this from I'll tell you who right now. But how about the ROI on I don't know you? On, dude, who are you? Right? What do you do again? Because I don't know you. Like, how about the ROI on that? I learned this from a sales expert named Grant Cardone. And, I follow his material and his seminars and all of that. And he's really been a mentor, I think, a silent mentor, anyways, to me. I've been silent on his side. But how about the ROI on that? And I don't know you. I think a lot of people get stuck on that. Like how many Facebook likes did you get? Did you buy, I don't know, promoted listings, or, if you sell on Amazon or eBay, I don't know if Amazon does that. But eBay was doing that at some point. Or did you spend your marketing dollars on I don't know, the magazine or whatever? Anything that you do is good as long as you stick with it. It doesn't matter what you do. So when people talk about, what is the ROI in this? Like these videos, like I don't get paid for this. There is no ROI. The ROI is not always. It doesn't always look the same. Like, what is the return on investment? The return on investment is that it's good vibes. I'm talking to people who might be in the same travel and the same journey as I am, and they might say, I know this artist, and they tell someone else, I know this artist. And what is the ROI in not being known? What is the ROI if you're a musician on, some people, the reason why I say this is because people get stuck. And I'm going to talk about this briefly, okay? Because I know I want to make this videos a little shorter, because sometimes I just go and go. But what is the ROI, right? People get stuck on trying to do the right thing, trying to, for example, if you're a musician, you'd rather not play in the shitty bar, local downtown bar, because there is not enough people are going to see you. So you'd rather not play at all. You see that, how it's just a human thing. It's part of the human condition. We're stupid like that. Many of us are, but the great majority. I'm not trying to offend people. I know I just said we're stupid. I'm not trying to offend people. I'm just saying, like, it's just the way human beings are wired. We overcomplicate things. We'd rather not do something for the fear of not being the best possible choice. If we don't find the best possible choice, the best scenario, the best strategy, then we're like goats. We just, those goats. I think they're goats in the face of fear. They just freeze. That's what we do. We'd rather not do anything if we don't have the precise, perfect. For example, I've known painters my whole life. I'm a painter. So people that I'm surrounded with were, other type of artists, musicians, and painters and whatnot. But painters, this happened a lot because I got to know a lot of painters, right? But hear me out. We would talk about art and this and that, and it was always, the great majority of us, it was always that problem that we would talk about what we wanted to do. We would get, we psyched ourselves. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to go to, we're going to create this body of work. And then all of a sudden, at the top of that high, of that mental F, if you know what I mean, all of a sudden we start thinking about how it's impossible, because we start thinking, you start stopping yourself, because now you start thinking about the ROI and everything. Well, if I make this large of a painting and I spend so much paint, and I talk to, 2 galleries in town, and really, what is my ROI? And because we don't have the best scenario, we would stop ourselves. And that's what I want to talk to you about. I mean, I know it's been like 7 minutes, and but I've been giving good content along the way. That's what I want to talk to you about. Like, look, don't stop yourself just because you don't know what the ROI is. The return on your investment could be infinity of things. Good karma. Yes, it could be money too. Yes, it could be more likes on your Facebook page, or more followers on your Twitter. Whatever. The movement that you create. This is one of the things that I've learned lately. I've always known it, but I didn't really knew it like experientially. It was something that I just knew mentally, like a concept, like, oh yeah. The more, the momentum, the more you create, the more you keep creating, because you're in that momentum, that flywheel. One thing is to know that by concept, and another thing is to really experience it and be like, oh man, like I know what this is about. And I think it takes experience to get those, to really grasp those concepts. And you're blessed if you don't wait for experience, if you just start doing it. You're very blessed if you do that, because it just makes you, it puts you miles ahead of the rest of us. And it makes you much more smarter if you just don't wait for proof. Because if you wait for proof, I mean, you're you're with the rest of us that are like, we want proof. But nevertheless, I mean, just focus on where do you want to go, what do you want, and move the whole concept of what am I getting back? Because whatever you're getting back doesn't matter. You don't know. All of a sudden you're gonna ignite things that will come up, like you're gonna meet the right people without even if you're doing the wrong thing. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like don't wait for the perfect scenario, the perfect strategy. If you're in sales, or if you're, whatever it is that you do, pottery, you're a musician, I don't know what you do. Don't wait for the right strategy. Don't wait for the right thing, because all those things they're a form of procrastination. That's really what's happening. You're procrastinating because you're afraid, because you don't have the full picture. It's like trying to drive to, I don't know, you're trying to drive to New York, and you're in Arizona, where I'm at, and you don't really have a map. You just know where you want to go. X marks the spot. Or maybe you have a map, but you don't. You get caught up into what's going to happen in this state, what's going to happen there, what's going to happen over here, and then you don't really. I'm not even talking about journey. You don't even get started because you already put all the stoppers along the way, because you don't know what it looks like. Or like if you're driving in the middle of the night, your lights, the lights of your car can only light up, I don't know, 200 feet, I don't know, just enough for you to see, a few cars ahead of you, but you can't really see the end goal. You can only see what's in front of you, just a few feet in front of you. And that's really life, that's really life. You can't really see the whole picture. And if you can see the whole picture, when you get there, it's not going to look like that. It's just a picture it's an anchor. You say, okay, this is what I want. I want to get to New York, or I want this. I want this type of success in my life, right? You set up the anchor, and then you just roll with it. And you don't start thinking and figuring out, well, what am I gonna do? The moment that you start doing that, it's not like you're going to the moon. Come on, the moment that you start doing, even if you were going to the moon, I'm sure these guys were not like, well, how do we do that? I'm sure that one of them, I'm almost 100% positive. The guy who said we're going to the moon didn't give a shit about what's gonna happen, how are you gonna do it. He just said, let's go to the moon. Just like any captain of industry is like, we're gonna do this. I don't care how. I don't want to know how. Because that's what they do. They set anchors. They set goals. That's what there's this big guys who make things happen. They set goals, and then they have a team that's like, oh, okay, well, we gotta go do it. But without setting the goal, it would be impossible. That's what I'm trying to get to. Like the whole idea of the ROI. Like, what am I gonna get out of it? Don't worry about it. And if you just go for it, if you go and make that shitty gig at the local bar, what if maybe not your big break? Okay, I'm not talking about some ridiculous thing like, oh, my big break. Someone's, some promoter is gonna be there and it's gonna pick me up and gonna take me to Hollywood. No, but maybe the owner of the bigger bar sees you and says like, oh, come play my bar too. And then someone else sees you there. Or maybe some other guys are playing music and they're like, I like the way you play. You want to tour with us? Or you want to go play with us in this? That's the kind of thing you want to trigger. And the only way you can trigger that is by doing the quote-unquote wrong things over and over until you start doing the right things, whatever that is. It's more organized stuff. But the way that you get to that nice, more organized, better stuff is by doing a lot of the wrong stuff. That's what most people don't get. Most people want to do the right thing right away. And because you don't get to do the right thing right away, you'd rather not do anything. You see what I mean? So I'll leave you with that. The hell with the ROI. That's not for you anyways yet. That's later on. That's when you start, things are happening, things are growing, now you're paying more attention, you have more time to organize. That's different. When you're starting out, don't worry about that. Give your cards to everybody. If you're a musician, if you're an artist, give your card to everybody. If you stopped at the Home Depot and grab some materials or whatever, give the card to the clerk or to the people there. It doesn't matter. There is no ROI yet. What you want to know, what you want is to be known. To be, oh, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm an artist, That's what you want to start doing. I'll leave you with that. My name is Jose Trujillo. I am the world's greatest living artist. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.